Hello and welcome to my February 2021 Fairfax Rod and Gun Club 2-Gun Action Challenge match video. This is the equipment I was using. I was using a Yugoslavian K98K and Romanian Togrev. Stage 1, called more 2-gun sprints. You take 2 shots freestyle at a IPSC steel target at 200 yards. And then run down to the next barrel and do the same thing until you get to the end, to the last barrel, and you do a pistol sweep on the pistol steel about 10 or 15 yards away. Here I am, the first shooter in my squad, in the afternoon squad, and I don't think I've ever shot my Mauser offhand at 200 yards. And SO Mike suggested, hey, you can use the barrel for sport. So I did and got that shot. And then it took me a couple more to get kind of dialed in. And the safety officer, or the match director, asked from manual division if you could not chamber a live round until you finish running. So I forgot a few times in different stages, but there, yeah. So it's even though it has a safety, just to be extra safe. In the second position, I think it took me another couple rounds. It's quite difficult to hear the shots at steel, even with 8mm. Just got that one. I think I ran with the action open on this one. I forgot to start the load next round. Get here. And you can see the steel on the hill back there. I think it actually parred out right about here, but since I was the first shooter, we were still kind of getting used to it and getting our stuff rolling here.
That's right.
Ended up pulling Togrev out and getting a couple shots off just for fun at this point. I ended up with 4 misses.
I get it.
And the temperature was about 30 degrees all day, so it never got above freezing. My hands are pretty cold.
What's the par?
The SO stopped me because I had parred out at this point.
You got
Stage 2 is a Casarda drill. You just take a shot offhand, and then you start about 50 yards closer.
Shooter,
So
are
it's
you
like
ready?
right 150,
Stand by.
100 to the steel. I got the second shot there. Give it a chuck. Different people opted for different paths. Some guys did it along the right, some did it along the left, some down the middle, because it was muddy on the left, but didn't want to take a chance of chucking the kettlebell down the little hill there. Having bad roll. And there were definitely some people too with that put their guns down in a nice dry or icy spot. But I just put the Mauser down wherever I was. The sling on the left side kind of kept everything from getting too dirty, but still it's real cold, and your hands are touching the cold metal on the kettlebell and on the stock of the rifle and running the bolt. Did okay on this. It is definitely different running a bolt action than running a semi-auto. It takes a lot more, especially when it's a heavy one like this. It took a lot more to do, because I ran the Casarda drill at Desert Battalion 2019 and did pretty well with a much heavier weight, and doing the up and down. But this was a little more of a challenge. The recoil's much stiffer. You lose time with running the bolt and everything. So, but at this point, I was already pretty tired, so it was pretty tough. And I think the SO called it at this point. I think I parred out. I probably had one or two more, 2 chucks to go. Not too bad. And stage 3, this was a start with pistol, engage all the steel targets, the small ones first, then drop the mag, and then engage a large one.
Okay.
And
Stand by.
reholster, pick up the ammo can, run around, and shoot the rifle targets from the other side. So of course, hands are cold in a toke rev. So I took a couple shots the first one, and the last one, of course, I ran dry, so I got to reload. It's about a 10-second hole. Drop the mag, take the last shot. Showed the SO clear just to be sure. You pick up the ammo can. Said it weighed 40 pounds, but I don't think it would quite 40 pounds. Run around. Drop the ammo can. Unsling. And this was the most fun of the day. I never run my bolt action as fast as you can, essentially. And do the hold at distance this short, so you just run as fast as you can. Trying to do the right bolt action thing, not putting the gun down, but it gets hard after a while. And reload. And I was using, I think they're Yugoslavian Mauser pouches, little 2-cell, so they were kind of right. You can see how muddy my rifle is from the Casarda drill there. And with that, I shot this stage clean. This is the only stage I didn't par out on. And stage 4, this was a disaster. You're not going to see much video here, but it was a pistol spinner with toke rev, and I tried gamering it, put 9 rounds in to start with, and it started bad. It hardly moves when you hit it, and then the goofy little sights are hard to use, and I just lost the rhythm. And then my gun locked up, so running 2 or 3 mags through it was must have locked it up. I couldn't get the trigger to pull. It was very, very weird. Came in first in manual division and 29th out of 33 overall. And thanks to Tony and the Fairfax Rod and Gun. It was an awesome match, and hopefully make the next one. It was tons and tons of fun. And as always, thanks to Marilee, Gus, and Sprinkles.